Good morning and welcome. We're going to do a quick shoulder opening practice for when you just woke up and you may have slept wrong and have one of those weird cricks in your neck or shoulder. And hopefully we can wiggle it out. All right, let's get started by coming onto onto the middle of our mats into a deep child's pose. So take the knees out wide if that feels comfortable. If that doesn't feel comfortable, you can go knees underneath the body. But let's take a deep child's pose and take a long couple of deep breaths here. And walk your fingertips forward to stretch the body out. Take some long breaths, and you can press either your forehead or your chin to the mat, whatever feels good for you today. And then take a long breath here. Let's walk our hands over to the right. Both hands over to the right. Let's feel that nice stretch on the left side of the body. And take a long breath here. And let's go ahead and shift the hands back to the center. And you guessed it, we're going over to the left now. So let's bring both hands over to the left. And feel that deep stretch down the right side of the body. And we'll walk the fingertips forward. And let's go ahead and bring it back to the center of the mat, child's pose. One more breath here. And let's go ahead and come on into a tabletop pose, hands and knees here. We'll take a couple short, sweet little cat-cows. As we inhale, we drop the belly low and lift the chin. And as we exhale, we'll round into the back. Look down, tuck the tailbone. Get a nice long stretch here. Cool. Let's come into a deeper shoulder stretch here. So we're going to keep our knees as they are. So the knees stay over the hips. And we're going to walk our hands forward and try to just drop our chest down slowly into what we call puppy pose. So this is encouraging the chest closer to the mat. It's reaching forward long. And if you feel comfy here, we can even press our forehead down to the mat. And if you're feeling like, oh, this feels good, great, let me take it a little bit further. Let's go into chin to the mat. So we stretch out the throat area, stretch out the chest, super opens. And let's hold this here. All right, let's go ahead and walk the hands back in and come back into your tabletop pose, and then walk it back slowly so that we're sitting back on our heels. So we're in like a kneeling stance. Let's go ahead and interlace the hands behind the back. Let's start with the way that feels familiar. So interlace the hands. And then we're just going to start to lean slowly forward as we start to lift both of those hands with the interlace up and overhead. So we feel that nice, big, deep stretch to the fronts of the shoulders. If it feels too much, we need to back off a little bit. So we want to feel just that perfect little edge. You feel that perfect little stretch to the front of your shoulders. We call this rabbit. Let's hold for a breath here. And let's come on up and out of rabbit. Let's lean back. So lift up into the chin, stretch to the front of the throat. And then release the grasp of your hands and shake out the hands. And we'll take it to the non-familiar way. So whatever way feels really weird to interlace your hands, we'll interlace them the weird way, going in for a second time in our rabbit pose to open the shoulders. So let's go ahead and interlace the hands, press back through your shoulders, see if we can maybe even get the palms to touch. And let's go ahead and lean forward as we take our arms up and over. Take them with you. So leaning and stretching into the shoulders here for rabbit. Let's take a few deep breaths. All right, let's inhale, come up and out of that, and we'll come right back into our kneeling posture. Beautiful. Let's come on up to standing at the top of the mat. And let's do a deep one. So this one, we're going to take our arms out wide like a cactus arm. Okay, and as we do that, we'll take our elbows out wide, take our shoulders back, lean back, take a deep breath in, and exhale. See if you can tap your elbows together in front of you. Cool. Let's do that one more time. Elbows to the side, cactus arms, look up, lean back. And this time, instead of bringing the elbows together to touch, let's bring the right elbow on top of the left. And we can interlace, so you can even hold your own hand or go eagle arms. We call eagle arms here. So really careful with this. We're just going to lift up into the elbows and bring them down. And just if you feel a nice little opening, like a deep stretch in the shoulders here with the eagle arms. Perfect. Good. Let's go ahead and release that and take it out to the cactus arms one more time. Open and lean back into the chest. Arms wide, and let's take the elbows to center. Meet again. This time, elbow left over elbow right. Let's interlace all the way. You can hold your own hand or interlace the fingers for our eagle arms. And let's go ahead and lift into the elbows here very, very, very carefully. See where you feel whatever, like, clink or tink that is, all the clicks and ticks that we have first thing in the morning here. So just go very slowly, lifting the elbows and lowering them down. Beautiful. We call these eagle arms. All right, one more good breath here. And let's exhale, release the arms one more time into cactus arms. Look up. And let's bring the arms down to our side, shake it out. Just kind of sway side to side here. All right, let's go ahead and do that same interlace we did for rabbit pose, yet we'll do it standing here. We can take our feet a little bit, like maybe mat width distance with the feet. And we take a slight bend in the knees. We're going to take our hands around behind the back, and you can interlace the hands whichever way it happened to be interlaced. Just remember for next time. So we'll take the forward fold here, roll the shoulders back, and just let go of your head and let your arms come up and over, reaching deep into the shoulders, touching deep into the shoulders here. So you can sway a little side to side. That feels good. You just release all the tension in your neck here. Let your head be super heavy. And let's come on up to stand, press into your feet and roll the shoulders back. One more time. Let's release the hands and sway side to side. You can shake out your arms if you like. Shake them out a little bit. And let's go for that one more time. So we're going to interlace the hands the weird way, the other way. And roll the shoulders back. Let's go for this one more time. Bend the knees slightly. Let's take a standing forward bend. Let go of the head. Release into. Let your head be real heavy. Shake side to side here real gently. And let's take an in breath and come on up to stand. Release the hands. And let's sway a little bit side to side. Sway it out here. Let's take left ear to left shoulder for a breath. And then right ear to right shoulder for a breath. And let's bring chin down to chest. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Hopefully your shoulders feel good and wonderful today. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Namaste.
We did it. Whoa. That's so good.